The purpose of this video is to show you how in Expert Mart we can handle paid out amounts from the cash drawer. We're going to use for this, we're going to go to transactions and returns. Normally, a return would be someone returning merchandise and we're giving them credit or money back. For that reason, we're going to use returns because this is money that's going out of the cash drawer, and usually we should have Expert Mart set up where it doesn't allow you to have negative invoices or negative sales. So we're going to go to the return screen, and again, there may be several reasons why you authorize people to take money out of the cash drawer and pay for certain things. So we go open up the return screen, and then on the menu, we'll have a special type of invoice. In this case, I've chosen to call it cash drawer expenses. It could be paid outs from the till or whatever you want to call it. But you choose that type of invoice. As you choose that type of invoice, it has its own set of serial numbers that keeps us from interweaving these serial numbers with serial numbers from normal sales or even normal returns. So all we have to do there is open the return screen, pick that it's a cash drawer expense. Then we have over here a field that's called CR-CH, which stands for credit or charges. And we pick which type it was. And so we're going to put on here gasoline, for example. I've only put two in the example. At the end of this video, I'll show you the configuration that you can do and how you can add more reasons for taking money out of the cash drawer. But in this case, we'll use the example of gasoline and say we're going $17 of gasoline. And then we have an Expert Mart on all the invoice screens, a notes field. We'll use that notes field and say, this was for Mary to pick up the owner at the airport, for example. Whatever, again, the notes field is free. You can type in whatever you want to, free form. So you type in here an explanation of why that gets there, the $17. Then the only thing we have to do is say how we're going to pay for that. Normally you're taking out cash. So here, now these are positive amounts, but since it's a return, the effect of everything is negative. I'll be taking out of the cash drawer. And then all we do is just print it and say, yeah, I'm giving out $17. And we finish printing that. So once we've done that, then we're only going to do one example right now. There's other ones that have been entered for the reports. How do we see at the end of the day what's been paid out? We can go to catalogs, POS. To find this report is there's a credits and charges catalog. Two things here. Here is where we add in the different types of things that we can have paid outs for. And again, as many as you want, and that's just your way of classifying them. But also here you'll find a report that's useful for this. We have the credit charge journal detailed date range stores report. And so we click on that and it just asks us for a date range. We're going to go from March 1st till now. And that will run that report and it gives us the report. Here we can see if there was more than one store, we would have stores listed, one store after the other store. Here we can see the beginning of the store and then a total for the store, $110. We have the invoice number that was used, the notes that were written about that, and the amount taken out. So here we have the type gasoline. There's two different withdrawals for gasoline. Why we withdrew the $25, why we withdrew the $17. The total paid out for gasoline is $42. And maybe overtime food, again, the names are whatever you want to call them, and ordered pizza for the physical inventory crew, minus $53. On the invoice ending in 3, bought lunch for people helping during lunch at cash register. And a total for overtime food, and then a total for the store. And like I said, if there was more stores, then we'd have the grand total. So that report will give us that. There's another video that tells us how we could take this report and send it over to wherever we wanted to use it at. Let me go under catalogs, documents, and we have invoice types. And the invoice types is where we're going to add. And the important part here is that you should use ID number 10. You can call it whatever you want to, but ID number 10, for example, will work with that report. You have to use the ID 10. If you use any other number, that report won't run correctly. ID 10, and you can call it money out of till, cash drawer expense, whatever you want to call it. So that's the setup that's required to do this. So it's invoice type, and then the credit and charges you're added, and you're all ready to go. Hopefully, this explains adequately what you need to know.